Come correct or don't come at all.
This is the Hartzog Hustle Podcast.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And we're talking about the hustle, strategy, and mindset you need to win in the areas of your finance, your purpose, and your future.
Know what I'm saying?
If you have heart and you want to learn how to activate the power of your hustle, then this is the podcast for you, baby.
Congratulations.
And now, your hosts, Anthony and Janilka Hartzog.
This is how it should be done.
We had 2 meetings with our coaches. 2 different coaches. If you guys didn't know, we have 2 different coaches for 2 different things. We got one coach who we focus on mainly business strategies, like the meat and potatoes, the who,
Social
where, when,
media.
why, like that type of stuff. And then we also got a coach who focuses more on the mindset of the business owner, the mindset of having a business, how to create a CEO mindset.
Right.
So we had 2 different coaches.
And the topic that we had today was, what is it? Oh, I forgot already. I'm like, wait, I went blank. Why don't you work enough? What is it again? Hurry up and say what it is. What's the hold up here?
So it was funny because both of these conversations revolved around the same sort of thing. Even though we're talking about one is mindset and one is actual strategy, both of the conversations revolved around like, how bad do you want it?
There we go. I'm like, are you going to say it?
How bad do you want it? And this came up in a conversation I had with just a coaching call I did with someone. And the question was,
Why aren't you making...
so the question was, why aren't you making, $100,000 in a week, right? And the answer was pretty straightforward. The answer was like, I'm lazy. And when you say it out loud, that sounds absolutely nuts. Why would someone be too lazy to make $100,000 in a month or $50,000? In a week, or $50,000 in a week? That could be $200,000 in a month or $400,000 a month. You're too lazy to make that. And that conversation wasn't too mind blowing, but it just made me think out loud. It's like, why would I be too lazy? And you have to think about, how bad do you want it?
That is a valid question because when, like you said, when you say it like that, anybody listening would probably be like, just do it, right?
Yeah.
And think about what you're not doing, okay? We talk about losing weight. We talking about wanting to get another job. We talk about all these things. But then when you think about it, if you break it down, what are you doing to reach that goal? Same thing as how bad do you want it? What are you really doing to lose the weight? Are we showing up twice a week to the gym? Are we still eating the same? Or, what are we doing? So how bad do you really want it? I'm going to have to say that I probably don't want it that bad if I'm half-assing it.
The gym example is exactly what it compares to, the abs. So everybody says they want abs. Everybody wants abs, right?
But you got to stop eating certain things. So I don't want it that bad.
So now the question is, how bad do you want these abs? Because abs don't just require you working out. It don't require you just running. It requires you to change your diet. Not even your diet, your lifestyle.
Yeah.
That means you are cutting out certain things. You want a chiseled six-pack, you got to cut out certain things that you used to enjoy. So you ask yourself, I don't want it that bad.
Yeah, I don't want it that bad. But the girls are wanting the Lori Harvey body because they're doing the Pilates. So
I don't even know what the hell Lori was talking about when she said whatever she said.
No, she says that she does. People want to know how she gets this body. She says she does Pilates. So all the girls are doing Pilates now.
They don't want it that bad.
To get her body, exactly.
They don't want it that bad because if she's telling you exactly what she did to get the body, you either don't have the money, you don't have the time, or the energy.
Now that you say that, she went on TikTok and explained what she was doing for a certain amount of time, working out twice a week and doing it. Everybody was like, nah, that's too much.
Working out twice a week?
No, sorry, twice a day.
Oh.
She was saying she was working out twice a day. She was talking about the calories amount she was eating. Then everybody started backpedaling like, nah. And they're like, you ask the girl what she's doing. She tells you what she's doing. Now y'all saying y'all don't want it. Back to saying, how bad do you want it? Do you really want that Lori Harvey body, or you
don't?
That?
No, we really don't. When you think about goals and you think about your intention behind goals, when you sit there and really say, all right, I want to get this job, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, and you write it down and you're like, because the conversation we had about the $100,000 a week, the question was, how would you do $100,000 in a week? And I said exactly what we would need to do. I told you A through Z what we need to do to make $100,000 in a week. There were steps in there where I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do I don't want to have to do a webinar every week. I don't want to have to send these text messages. I don't want to have to show up on Instagram every day. I don't want to have to do masterminds once a week. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to do lives. And that shows you that we really don't want these goals as bad as we thought we do.
That you think you do.
That you think you do. But then the question is, what goals are you comfortable with hitting? But also, what is your level of understanding for wanting to hit those goals? So,
and how realistic are you with yourself as well? Because that's what our coach was asking us when we spoke about something like a product that we want to do or next thing you want to do. She's like, just make sure you guys are sure and ready. And we're like, huh? Like, we always show up.
Yeah.
We always show up. We get everything done that you tell us to do. Of course we're sure and ready. She's like, yeah, but are you ready to put in that work? You know, you're transitioning with the baby. You're still at work. Like, are you really ready to put that in to see that return? We know that if you put it in, you're going to see the return. But do you really want to do that, or do you want to stay how you're doing now, which could be comfortable, which is okay too. But being realistic with yourself and real with yourself, I think, is what's important.
This has been an episode of the Hartzog Hustle Podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Be sure to rate and review this podcast on your favorite listening platform. And follow Anthony and Janilka on Instagram at The Hartrimony. That's TheHartrimony. Keep hustling, baby. Keep hustling, baby.
Get that money. Get that money.